Hey everybody, welcome to Elder Geek's Elder Speak. Today's Wednesday, March 19th, 2014. My name is Randy Senchuk. I'm the editor of ElderGeek.com. In the background today, you're going to be seeing gameplay footage of Titanfall, a game that I've been kind of playing in my downtime and being terrible at it. But hey, I hit 50. I'm not going to be rolling it over to Generation 2. I'm not that proud. Anyway, so a couple of topics today. One, I'm really sorry that I didn't put any of these up earlier in the week. I didn't really have much else to talk about. Had a little bit of a busy weekend, and yeah, that was that. But a couple of news items first before I wanted to get into the topic of the day. Number one, these two things are kind of in combination with one another. The two games that had options that they said they couldn't be functional without. One was Diablo 3's auction house, which is now closed. They said that the game could not exist without it, that it was a core, part of the game. The auction house, now closed, so hooray. And then SimCity is now has an offline mode as well. They've officially launched that again, so yay. As far as SimCity goes, I personally have not played Diablo 3 yet. When the Diablo 3 review went up on the site, I believe Mott's did that review, or maybe Steve, I can't really remember. But yeah, I never played Diablo 3, but I did play a lot of SimCity because SimCity was just bursting with potential, even in a cooperative sense. But, after we put in, the more time we put into that game, the more we realized that game was just broken, to a point where if you reach that point, you're just like, wow, what? I could say, like, the first couple of hours, if you're going into the game, you're like, wow, this is really great. You could probably get up to, like, maybe 8 hours of gameplay with the game, maybe even more, maybe 12 hours of gameplay, and you won't see any of the chinks in the armor. You won't see where it breaks down at all, but then, man, it just quickly falls to pieces. So anyway, now SimCity has an offline mode. That doesn't mean that they fixed any of the core issues that happened with the game before, but so anyway, those two things happened. Check it out. In terms of upcoming reviews from me, I'm not going to be doing Ground Zeroes, unfortunately. I couldn't get a copy of that one, and probably not going to be dropping the cash to pick that one up either. The immediate reviews that I'm going to be doing will be Infamous Second Son. I don't have an early copy of that, so my review for that is not going to be coming early. My version of that unlocks at the same time as everybody else. Of course, I'm going to be doing a review for Dark Souls 2, but I'm waiting for that to come out on PC. I still have my PS3 hooked up. My 360 is actually in my closet, but I don't kind of feel like, I don't know. I want to play it on PC. Like, I have nothing against consoles. Obviously, I'm going to be playing Infamous Second Son. I'm super psyched for it, but, that's a game that I wanted to play on PC to begin with, and then once I get it, I don't want to have to worry about, like, keeping a spare console out that I'm really close to retiring. Infamous Second Son's coming out. Metal Gear Solid I'm not going to be reviewing. Obviously going to be doing a video review for Elder Scrolls Online, and I've got a lot of beta experience with that, and obviously I know what I'm going to be looking for when that review comes out. In terms of other reviews, I think that's it. That's all I kind of have on the list for the moment, and that kind of spans over the next month and a half, I suppose. But if there's any games that you guys want me to try to review, let me know, and I'll try to wiggle it in. But this kind of leads into my discussion for today. Infamous Second Son. I want to hear what everybody's predictions are going to be for Infamous Second Son. And not just predictions for how the game is going to be, but I'd also love to hear everybody's predictions as to how the game you think it's going to be reviewed, because those two things are often pretty different. Case in point, Thief. I didn't like Thief, but there was a lot of people who did like Thief in the review world, and it's kind of funny seeing the different reactions to different reviews to specifically that game. Errant Signal actually just put out a pretty great, he doesn't do reviews. He does more like analytical. I mean, I guess technically you could call them reviews, but he analyzes the game more after the fact, and he really takes his time to mull the entire experience over, every single nuance. When it comes with a review, a lot of times you have to, I play the entire game, I make sure I beat the game, but a lot of times I don't get to savor it as much as I would like. There is a definite need, and like I said, there is a diminishing return on reviews based on how late the review goes up. And a lot of times I'll even get comments if I post a video late saying like, well, this is this is 5 days late. But anyway, So what are your predictions on Infamous Second Son, and what are your predictions on reviews? I personally think the game is probably going to be great. I think it's going to review really well too. Given how much I liked Infamous 1 and Infamous 2, I will be super surprised if it doesn't keep me super occupied for a long time. So yeah, that's that. That is my prediction. I think it's going to be awesome. I hope it's going to be, one of the first must-buy games of this generation. Titanfall, great game, really good game, fun game. I wouldn't call it a must-buy game of the generation though. Even though apparently that was like a huge system mover for the Xbox One. Apparently it boosted sales like 96% or something for the Xbox One, which, wow, great, good for the Xbox One. But we haven't seen many really great must-play games yet for this generation. I'm hoping that Watch Dogs and Second Son are going to be it, which is funny that they're both open-world games. Anyway, this has already gone on longer than I already expected it to. Like I said, want to hear your thoughts. Infamous Second Son, how do you think the game is going to be? How do you think it's going to review? Thanks so much, everybody. Hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. You're going to be seeing this on Wednesday, which means that tonight I'm also going to be doing my live stream. I'm not really sure what game I'm going to play. I don't really have anything on my plate that I want to play in front of other people. But I'm going to play something tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to check all the links and everything below the video. There you can find our Reddit feed, our Twitter, Facebook, everything down there. But anyway, thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night or good day or whenever you're watching this. See ya.